All right, folks, we have got a ton of breaking news in regards to what's happening in Minnesota, so let's just get right into it. Earlier today, Donald Trump announced that he is sending Tom Homan to Minnesota. He says he has not been involved in that area, but knows and likes many of the people there. Tom is tough but fair and will report directly to me. Separately, a major investigation is going on with respect to the massive $20 billion plus welfare fraud that has taken place in Minnesota and is at least partially responsible for the violent organized protests going on in the streets. That is an absolutely insane statement, especially considering a bunch of federal prosecutors have quit the DOJ over all of this Minnesota chaos, including several prosecutors who have been investigating and prosecuting the fraud that is happening in Minnesota. Anyway, he says additionally, the DOJ and Congress are looking at Congresswoman Ilhan Omar, who left Somalia with nothing and is now reportedly worth more than $44 million. Time will tell all. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Again, as we have discussed multiple times, Congresswoman Ilhan Omar is worth $44 million because she married a man who is worth $44 million. So that is literal nonsense. He is going to waste time and money investigating a woman who has done nothing wrong. But this was his tone earlier today, and then Tim Walz called him. Governor Tim Walz called me with the request to work together with respect to Minnesota. It was a very good call, and we actually seem to be on a similar wavelength. I told Governor Walz that I would have Tom Homan call him, and that what we are looking for are any and all criminals that they have in their possession. The governor very respectfully understood that, and I will be speaking to him in the near future. He was happy that Tom Homan was going to Minnesota, and so am I. We have had such tremendous success in Washington, Memphis, Tennessee, and New Orleans, Louisiana, and virtually every other place that we have touched. Ew, I don't ever want to hear Donald Trump talking about touching places. And even in Minnesota, crime is way down. No, it is not. But both Governor Walz and I want to make it better. So after months and years even of trash talking Tim Walz has one phone call with him and Donald Trump is backing down. Because not only is he speaking very kindly about Tim Walz now, but according to Fox News, multiple federal sources confirmed to Fox that Border Patrol Commander Greg Bovino and some, not all, Border Patrol agents will be leaving the state of Minnesota imminently. Greg Bovino has made himself look so bad throughout all of this that even the regime realizes it's time to yank him. Caroline Leavitt was asked about this at her press conference earlier, and she was like, "Oh, Greg Bovino's so amazing. We're just gonna pull him back, though, and replace him with Tom Homan." They are absolutely throwing Greg Bovino under the bus, which, fine, but the rest of you should go with him.
To Minnesota, is Gregory Bovino also going to remain in Minnesota overseeing these ICE operations?
Mr. Bovino is a wonderful man, and he's a great professional. He is going to very much continue to lead Customs and Border Patrol throughout and across the country. Mr. Homan will be the main point of contact on the ground in Minneapolis.
Yeah, Greg Bovino is a wonderful man and a great professional. Sure, Caroline. Mind you, this is all happening in the wake of Renee Good and Alex Peretti's murders, and a crazy event that happened last night when people started vandalizing the hotel that ICE is staying at. And a lone ICE agent came out and started pointing his weapon at everybody, and then a bunch of ICE agents showed up and started shoving reporters. I have a quick clip from Status Quo to show you, and please go follow them. They have been getting suppressed by this regime every single day, especially with the new TikTok ownership. But yeah, check out this wild clip from them from last night.
News.
Yeah, it's all press, just standing around taking pictures of what's happening. And they start tear gassing them and throwing them on the ground. And you can hear the terror and the fear in everybody's voices. Like, look at how insane this image is. It's literally just press, with press badges and everything, and then this guy. Pretty freaking wild. And all of this has been so bad for the Republican Party and makes them look so terrible that even people running for office as Republicans are starting to wake up. The lawyer for the agent, Jonathan Ross, who shot Renee Good, thinks ICE has gone too far. GOP candidate Chris Medell is dropping out of the Minnesota's governor's race, saying national Republicans have made it nearly impossible. That guy is an anti-immigration Republican attorney who is representing Jonathan Ross, and even he thinks this has gone too far. He made a 10-minute announcement video about this earlier, and I just want to show some clips so you can hear it in a pretty hardcore Republican's own words. He says he has multiple reasons for why he can't do this, and one of those is that he just genuinely does not support the national Republicans' stance on what's happening in Minnesota.
But today, I announced the end of my campaign. I have two primary reasons for this decision. Number one, I cannot support the National Republicans' stated retribution on the citizens of our state, nor can I count myself a member of a party that would do so.
He talks about how U.S. citizens are afraid that they are carrying their papers with them, and how DHS agents can just go door to door and all they need is a warrant signed by another agent. He also mentions weaponization against political opponents.
United States citizens, particularly those of color, live in fear. United States citizens are carrying papers to prove their citizenship. That's wrong. ICE has authorized its agents to raid homes using a civil warrant that need only be signed by a Border Patrol agent. That's unconstitutional and it's wrong. Weaponizing criminal investigations against political opponents is unconstitutional, regardless of who is in power.
He goes on to say Republicans and Democrats both do this and both should be held accountable. So he's still got a little bit of the conspiracy brain. He also talks about U.S. citizens being detained and off-duty police officers being harassed by DHS agents just because they are Latino or Asian.
And I have read about and I have spoken to countless United States citizens who have been detained in Minnesota due to the color of their skin. I personally have spoken to several law enforcement officers, some Hispanic and some Asian, who have been pulled over by ICE on pretextual stops. Driving while Hispanic is not a crime. Either is driving while Asian.
He also mentions that national Republicans have literally made it impossible to win in Minnesota as a Republican.
At the end of the day, I have to look my daughters in the eye and tell them I believe I did what was right. And I am doing that today. Now, the second reason I'm ending my campaign is that I am, above all else, a pragmatist. And the reality is that the national Republicans have made it nearly impossible for a Republican to win a statewide election in Minnesota. It is a simple fact.
Now listen, I am no fan of Republicans. I don't even like the most milquetoast, centrist Republicans, because I genuinely believe that the GOP, the Republican Party, their policies harm people. They, as a collective, do not care enough about humanity for me to ever like Republicans. But, with that being said, it is very refreshing and nice to see a Republican actually stand up for his values. To see a Republican who is not afraid of the MAGA cult, who is not afraid of Donald Trump's wrath. I mean, in that video, he says a lot of very, very flattering things about Donald Trump, so, he's not fully out of it. But he is making the correct decision here, and he said it in that last clip. I need to be able to look my daughters in the eyes and tell them I did the right thing. It also signals that the spell is breaking, that he is unafraid to go in front of the world and publicly disavow what this administration is doing is a pretty big deal. It's a lot of big stuff coming out of Minnesota today, and Tom Homan is also crazy, but getting rid of Bovino is awesome. As always, folks, thank you so much for watching, and stay safe out there.